Hey there, and welcome back to the channel. Bryson with Dimes for Dollars here, and today we have a little bag of silver. A little bit of silver and a little bit of foreign coins, as well as some foreign silver. So a little bit of everything. Hopefully we can find some good coins in here. I just went to the coin store and got a little bit of everything. So let's go ahead and open this bag up, sort it all out, and we'll see what we got. Alright, we're back now after sorting it all out, and there's not a whole lot of coins here, but we'll go ahead and do the non-silver foreigns first. We have a British penny from 1944. We also have a Yugoslavia 50, and I'm not sure what the denomination is, but it's from 1953, so that's pretty cool, especially considering the condition of it. Up next we have a Norwegian coin, and I believe these are krone or kong or something like that. That is the denomination. This one's 10, and it is a very thick looking coin. After that we have a Swiss 1 franc, and yeah, that's a pretty cool one as well. It has a wreath on the reverse from 1995. We also have a Canadian nickel in really nice shape from 1954. I'm definitely going to have to check that one against the album once we get through this non-silver run we got here. But they definitely sound weird when you drop them because they are pure nickel. Our last non-silver coin is a little itty-bitty one from Costa Rica from 1951 as well. It is a pretty little coin, 5 centimos. Alright, well, real quick before we move on to the silver, we got 2 new hole fillers to add. Our first of which was the 1944 British penny, so we've added it here, and that is our first hole filler of the British album. Up next we have the Canadian nickel we just looked at, so we'll go ahead and add that one, and I'll bring it back once it's in the book. And there's our Canadian nickel, and it is in really nice shape. I'm glad to have it in the book, and it has a surprisingly low mintage of just under 7 million. When you look at the other ones in this book, they're all about 40 million, so that one's a especially rare one for this page, so I'm glad to have that one in the book. Up next, we'll go ahead and move on to the silver. We'll start with the Canadian stuff and move towards the US stuff. Well, up next we have all the foreign silver, and I just decided to add it all in one. Our first of which is a Canadian silver dollar, and it's actually from 1936. It's the first one I've seen with a King George V obverse, and I just think it's really neat, and it's in especially nice shape. Our next one is another Canadian silver dollar, and this one's from 1949. It has some really nice toning to it, and it has a ship on it and King George VI on the obverse. Our third coin is a Newfoundland 50 cents from 1909, and this one's actually sterling silver, so 0.925. That one's a really neat one as well. All 3 of these have a mintage of under 1 million, so that's really cool. Our last one though actually has a mintage of over 1 million, and it's an old one. It is a British 3 pence, and it is pretty worn, but we're able to make out the date. It's from 1844, so that is a really cool coin. It's also sterling silver, and that is definitely one I'm going to try to flip up to make sure it doesn't wear out any further. Alright, now that we've gone through all 4 of these foreign silver coins, let's go ahead and move on to the little US silver we got. Starting off the US coins, we got 4 dimes today. We had 2 Mercury dimes, a 1920 San Francisco and a 28 San Francisco, both in better shape, but still really rough and not going to be upgraders. We also had a 1914 Denver Barber dime, and the best one of the video today is this 1916 Philadelphia, and that one is going to be an upgrader. Here's the one we got in the book, and it's pretty circulated, so I will swap those 2 out, and then we'll move on to the quarters. Well, up next we have the quarters, and we got 3 today. Our oldest one is this Barber quarter, and unfortunately it's not going to be an upgrader. It's hardly even legible. It's a 1916 from Philadelphia. But our other 2 are both going to be upgraders. We got a 1935 Denver here, and it's in pretty nice shape. So I'll swap it out with that one. And our last one up here is in really nice shape. We got a 1932 Philadelphia, and there's still a bit of mint luster to it, so I'm very excited about that one. I'm not going to touch it too much more, but holy cow, that is a nice one. Definitely an upgrade over that one. So I'll swap that one out and we will move on to the half dollars. Well, last but not least, we have the half dollars today, and we got two of them. Our first one is actually an upgrader. We got a 1944 San Francisco, and it's in really nice shape. And the reverse is what really caught my eye. That is a very nice looking reverse, lots of detail. So I'm really excited to swap that one out with this one, which we actually found in a coin roll hunt. And our last half dollar of the hunt today is actually commemorative. It's a George Washington Carver from 1951. That is a pretty cool piece of U.S. history and coin collecting history. And there is the reverse. And with that, that is going to wrap up today's hunt. So I want to thank you all for watching. It's been another really fun hunt, and even though we couldn't afford a whole lot of coins today, hopefully you all still enjoyed. It was a lot of fun to just look at some and enjoy their history. So until next time, I want to thank you all for watching. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one.